We'll do our real world simulation, 4 layers of denim followed by 3 inches of clear ballistics that represents hitting a pectoral muscle, followed by a 1/4 inch medium density fiberboard that's going to represent hitting ribs or sternum, 16 more inches of clear ballistics, then another 1/4 inch medium density fiberboard at the back to represent hitting back ribs. So let's see how our 38+P does. Let's hit that with our 32 H&R Magnum. Let's go take a look. Well, I wasn't expecting that to arc down so far. I did not hit the other bullet or the other channel, so we're good on that account there. So looking at our first 3-inch piece here, we definitely had a little bit more energy dump with our 38 versus our 32 H&R Magnum. And I know a lot of people lately have been saying, well, that's not a real term, energy dump, and maybe it's not in the firearms ballistic testing world, but it's something that I have coined to mean basically, you know, how much does it expand in this first 3 inches? Because rounds that typically do expand right here typically do a little bit better than ones that expand slower in the real world situations that happen. So going through our rib simulation, interesting here, our 38 is kind of a weird shaped expansion hole, as where our 32 H&R Magnum just expanded and went through, which is kind of weird. And I can kind of see why it does that like that. You know, when we look at our 38, there's petals that stick straight out. And that's kind of the secret behind this round. You know, they have a bigger post than the original Hydra-Shok, but then basically the only thing that expands is petals and not lead along with it. So you oftentimes get this weird expansion going on, and we're seeing that with our 38+P. So our 38+P, we went right to 13¼ inches of penetration. Our 32 H&R Magnum, the measurement I'm going to say here would likely be a little bit deeper if I lifted this block up and measured it, just because it arced down, but where it rests in this block is 14 inches in that block. So we got 3/4 of an inch more with the 32 H&R Magnum. If it were going straight, I would guess maybe 14½ inches if it didn't curve down like that. But looking from this, you know, both did pretty similar. I can't say one did a whole lot better than the other. What I can say though is for the recoil, the 32 H&R Magnum pound for pound is definitely doing more than its recoil.